Welcome to Low. Welcome to Lone Cowboy Adventures, where an ex-bull rider traded in his bull rope and his horse reins for the travels and adventures on a motorcycle. Joined with him sometimes is his beautiful Miss Linda. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Let's have a good time. Have a great day, and as I always say hi to a stranger. You may make somebody's day. Well, hello everyone. How we doing today? Oh, wow. Well, hey, Melinda Dobson, tiny house, garden space, and what happens here? How we doing today? I know who that is. That's Betty, isn't it? I had to think for a second. Thanks for coming in. Can y'all hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, we are going to wait a few minutes, see if anybody else comes in. Give me a thumbs up, please. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Oh, let's see here. Let me check it real quick. There we go. All right. Don Lee, good morning. Good morning. Yep, you can hear me. All right. Well, we'll have someone special joining us here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to Deborah Spiker, how you doing? Yes, it's all good. Good deal. So we got 6 in here so far. Let's see. Let's let some people come in. I know it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. Just sounds good, she says. All right. I guess I don't look good, but I guess it sounds good. Yeah. But yeah. Everything's going pretty good. Kind of tired, you know. It's Sunday morning, early afternoon. We really haven't been doing much today. I did a video this morning to let everybody know that this was going to happen. And yeah. We got 11 in here so far. That's good. It looked fine. In fact, I need to share this for a second real quick. And maybe we can get some friends coming in here and watching this. Hold on just a minute. Sorry, y'all. So how is everybody doing? I mean, are you guys fighting colds and stuff? The sinus stuff. This morning was whoops, I need to change that. That's not right. Come on now. I hate it when it does this, when you try to edit. Cause yeah. I'll get to oh, come on. You know what? There we go. There we go. All right, now paste. There. All right, sorry about that. Camping Cage Free Kevin, Jared Caldwell. How you doing, man? Rick, good to see you. Terry Piper, good to see you. Ryan Kelly, good deal. Wow. Grumpy Grandpa, Patriot Show. Yeah. I had to make a phone call because I was having a little trouble, but I got it figured out because my producer, my helper, is actually working right now. So, yeah. But we got someone special that's going to be joining us here in a few minutes. So I'll get right down to business, and share with you the excitement that happened yesterday. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody? Camping Cage Free, Jared called Don Lee, a Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show, Terry Piper, Ryan Kelly, and yeah. So this week was a pretty good week. I have a couple other videos that I totally forgot to put on here to share with you, but trucking has been, up and down for the last couple of weeks as far as travel. Fog, I mean, the fog was terrible. In fact, I might be able to go ahead and share this with you guys. Yeah, there was one of my buddies, you all know who Mayhem Mike is. He ran to St. Louis one day, and there was actually the road was shut down for about an hour and a half, and there was a fatality over there, and he had to sit for at least an hour before they actually let people go. They actually shut the highway down behind him, so he had to sit for about an hour, and then they let traffic go by on the shoulder. And from what he could tell was somebody in a Mustang convertible. Gilliam Farms, good to see you, Johnny. Heartland headquarters with Dink and Tank, thanks for jumping in. But we can all speculate on what happened and everything, but the convertible Mustang had its top down, and we've all seen it on the interstates where people will get on the highway and they'll cross 3 lanes of traffic to get over into the left lane. And there was a over-the-road driver pulling a set of doubles for another company that, from what he could tell, possibly T-boned them. And the driver of the car got thrown out because they didn't have their seatbelt on with the convertible top down. So, this time of year, watch out, But then there was also a lot of fog. I mean, good grief, the fog, you could maybe see 1/10 of a mile. And it was not fun. And yeah. See if I can do this real quick, people. Give me just a second here. I'm sorry, I should have been more prepared. But that was what, right there, that's what the interstate looked like when Mike was stuck in that traffic. And right there to the right is where the, yeah. And then let's see here. See, I think this next one here is another accident that I actually saw. Yeah. I'm going to pause that real quick. This driver here, this was out in western Kansas. And by the time we got there, they were unloading the trailer into another truck. And yeah. And it was 1-gallon bottles in boxes they were having to unload and reload into. The tractor was already gone when I came up on it. So yeah. Which that was out in western Kansas. But even like last week, the fog was off and on. You get out in the higher elevations out in western Kansas, and the fog is just terrible. I mean, you got to slow down a little bit just in case, because you never know what you're going to run across. So, Yeah, that Mayhem Mike's in here. He says that really freaked him out. Peaceful Des, good to see you. So, if you're driving in your vehicles, as I say sometimes, give us plenty of room. Watch out. And teach your family and your kids to you know uh, watch out. You know what I mean? So okay, yesterday was pretty crazy. Um, the Bud Files, how you doing? Man, we got 20 in here. That's awesome. Uh, I don't even remember what we did yesterday. I did a bunch of errands and I got back home and my neighbor, they raise cattle. There's one, two, three, there's four farms within 4 or 5 miles of each other, and they're all related, as far as brothers and sister, whatever, dad. Hey. Oh, excuse me. Marty, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Uh, my neighbor across the road, she's probably 30s, 40s, maybe. I don't even know how old she is, but uh, she has a son, and he's very active in FFA. They raise cattle, and he's going to school. But last winter, they had a vehicle stolen right off of their property in the middle of the night. And there was snow on the ground. They actually saw the footprints, and the funny thing is, the person that took it actually jumped in her dad's old Chevy pickup with a flatbed and feed box on it, started it up in the middle of the night, and started to drive out with it. And then he saw this other truck that had a Hemi in it. So he stopped that truck. I don't even know if he turned the truck off. Jumped in the other truck, fired it up, and took off. Well, the county investigators and everything, they saw the footprints and everything. I found out yesterday they actually found the truck down in Kansas City. And by that time it was toasted, And then yesterday, I was outside, and we'll talk about this in a little bit with Linda's reaction. All of a sudden, now my neighbor, I'll start this over. My neighbor actually has Toyota pickups, 4-wheel drives, and I mean, they're good, dependable trucks, I guess, for cattle. And she found one in Oklahoma with a flatbed and a feed box on it, and she bought it. She went down and got it and hauled it up here because the other Toyota pickup, one of the other ones she had, the bed and the cab was just rusting through the frame, So she found this truck down in Oklahoma, went down and got it. I think it was last fall's when she picked it up. And Debbie Drock, good to see you. Deborah Spiker. Rebecca Touched by Yarn, good to see you. If I miss anybody, I'll get back with you here in a minute. But this truck that she had from Oklahoma had sirens on it and different horns, like a loudspeaker, because cattle will react to a loudspeaker, horn, siren, whatever. It's kind of like when you call them up. Instead of using your voice, you can be in the pickup and hit the button or a switch, and it'll go off. So I'm outside, and I don't even remember what I was doing. And all of a sudden, I heard a siren, a police. Well, I was thinking we were sitting in the house for a second, and we heard a police siren. And I thought, that's strange. So I get up, and I go outside, and here comes my neighbor's Toyota pickup coming down their driveway, just hauling. And did not even stop at the end of the driveway and turned to go north. And actually, there was a black Ford pickup that was going up the road. He missed him. There was another black pickup behind him, and he cut right in front of him. And out north they went with the siren going. So next thing we know, Excelsior, the local cop was coming up the road, and no sirens or nothing going off. Next thing you know, there's like 3 county cops and another city cop coming from town up the road with their lights and sirens off, and they turn into their driveway and go up to the house, and it was like circling the wagons. They just did a circle and came back out. One of the other ones stopped, and I was at the end of the driveway, and I told him, I said, "You looking for that Toyota pickup?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "It went north. That's all I know." Well, when all this stuff was going on, I thought one of the family members got hurt or something. I thought it was their son in the pickup to go help, or something like that. Maybe they got run off, they ran off the road in a tractor or something like that. So I didn't think about anything about it at first. And then come to find out, somebody stole the truck. And they did end up getting it back. And let me see if I can find these images for you here, because I know I got them on here somewhere. There we go. So, ended up, they had the spike strips out south of town. They were actually headed for Kansas City. And they had to throw the spike strips out, and they got them stopped on an exit ramp. Well, it was crazy. I actually found out from an actual neighbor that was on their way home from work what was going on, so I drove down there, and I called my neighbor, and her dad was on the way behind me, and yeah. So they actually got him. There he is on the ground. And I guess when they got him stopped, he took off running. Well, one of the county cops had the canine unit with him, and the canine actually took him down. So they actually had to take him to the hospital to get some stitches. So that's the good thing about the whole situation. The bad thing is she doesn't know what kind of shape, as far as the engine and everything. I went over and talked to him last night, and she says it was a good thing we just got done checking the oil in it and the power steering, transmission fluid, in the morning. But, it's got 2 flat tires on the front, and we don't know what kind of shape it's in, so we got some crazy cowboys. Actually, this guy was to the great beginning of the whole deal. He was from a suburb of Kansas City. He had stolen another vehicle, ended up in town and dumping it up at the McDonald's, and took off running. So evidently they were looking for him, or they knew about him. They saw the guy jump out of the vehicle after he parked it and took off running. So they called the county. Well, to run from town, clear out here, through the pastures, through the buckbrush, through at least 1 or 2 sections of creek, it's probably about 2 miles. And he ended up cutting through the south side over here, and then up to the south side of the property, of her property, and that was the first truck that he seen, and he jumped in it and took off. Excuse me. And so he was wanted. And from what my neighbor told me was he was wanted. He was being extradited back to where he originally started the adventure in the original vehicle. And he was Hispanic, 38 years old, but the thing is he didn't have a Hispanic name, so I don't know. I've got a website. I can actually look them up and see if there's any criminal records, which there probably is. So there we go. Now I can set this off to the side. Sorry, y'all. Drinking some more coffee. So yeah, that was a crazy day yesterday. I'm just glad they did get the truck back. The good thing is she had her checkbook in there and some other stuff, and she got it all back. So that's the awesome thing. And she's very, very, very lucky. Um, yeah, it wasn't. It was probably 15 miles. Probably he actually went north and cut up around the north side of town and headed south on the interstate. So they were looking for it. They actually had a chopper in the air looking for the guy. So, and they towed it home last night and dropped it off and all that stuff. So it was pretty crazy. But I know a lot of you. Well, how far are we in? We're 21 minutes in. I know a lot of you have been asking about Miss Linda and everything and how she doing and whatnot. She's doing good. Um, she walks back and forth. She left her keys in the truck. No, yeah, they leave their key. Usually they leave their keys in the vehicles. I mean, when they have, I mean, we're outside of Kansas City by 20 miles, and we're kind of in the outskirts, kind of country. You know, I mean, we do have neighbors. We keep an eye on each other pretty close, and I don't leave my shop unlocked. I have been leaving my shop unlocked, but it's it's getting locked now. That's for sure. Because when you have like 4 or 5 farm trucks, a dump truck, and tractors and whatnot like that, you just leave the keys in them. And 20 years ago, you didn't have to do that. You know, so I know I don't ever leave my keys in my vehicles at all. I have been leaving my shop unlocked, but it's locked up now because I got some other stuff in there. I cannot risk getting it stolen. So yeah. And Miss Linda, I actually rode the motorcycle to work. I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if I remember right. Um, and when I call her, I'm getting ready to come home. She'll go out and open the shop door for me and turn the light on. Uh, so that works out really good. Yeah, we need to actually hide the keys, uh, and everything. So yeah. Uh, I have. I don't know if they've had I've got cameras here at the house because for my own security, and I like to check in on Miss Linda, while she's here because I've got them inside and outside the house. And yeah, I can actually talk to her. But they've even asked me if one of my cameras is facing out towards their driveway, and I can't do that because the darn thing would be going off all day long with truck traffic and whatever that's out here, farm traffic, vehicles, whatever. So yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Peaceful Des, good to see you. I don't know if I mentioned you or not, but we will. Yeah, I know. I know everybody's been wanting to know how she's doing, but she is doing really good. And yeah, so I guess I won't keep you guys waiting anymore. You guys ready for this?
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, there she is. She's waving on the bike, and yeah.
Just to sit on.
I figured I'd do a little background for you guys. And I don't even remember which. This was our second trip.
First.
Oh, that was our first trip. Okay. So everybody say hi to Miss Linda. Yeah, oh yeah, you got hearts. We got hearts showing up.
Yay! Hi.
Thanks everybody. So yeah, we I talked her into it. Everybody.
Yeah.
I
It's been
figured.
a while. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Let me
Felt like it
try
at all.
this. I'm sorry if it sounds kind of weird, but let me turn that off there. Yeah.
Sounding weird.
No, I could hear it echoing. I don't know if it was your headset or what, but if we maybe take a phone call later on. Yeah, everybody says, hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Miss Linda. Yeah. So here she is. And so what'd you think about all that activity yesterday?
Well, I thought something bad had happened because those 4 cops went with their sirens and their lights on, driving like maniacs up the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah.
That,
Can everybody hear her okay? I mean, there might be a slight echo because my technical producer wasn't here. Terry Piper says hi, Miss Linda. Deborah Spiker, Debbie Drock, Melinda Dobson, Don Lee, Peaceful Des, Mayhem Mike, of course.
hi.
Yeah. It's been a while since you've been on here with me
Yeah, it
and
was
talking to the
probably
mic, hon, because
Oh,
there you
sorry.
go.
It was probably November
Yeah.
before.
Before surgery.
Oh, it was definitely before
Yeah.
surgery.
Heartland headquarters with Dink and Tank. Yeah, we got 22 people in here. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Was
Camping
Catherine
Cage
Easter.
Free says, Linda, Ken said he has been helping out.
Yeah.
Let's hear the truth. Yeah, I've been vacuuming and doing dishes and everything.
Oh, Looney. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No. I've been doing that. I need to get up and do it.
She has been moving. I mean, you have a total knee replacement, and they have you up and running the day of the surgery.
Not running.
Well, not running, but so to speak.
Walkering.
You're at walkering.
Yeah, they had a little when I got out of surgery, they had a little obstacle course set up and you had to I called Granny it. No offense anybody. The walker had to walk around like certain things and they even had you kind of step up.
Right.
But at that point I could still move my knee 90 degrees.
Right. Right. Now I've talked about it before on video that hey, random things I do, good to see you. I've talked about it before that the surgeon actually forgot to tell us to get her compression socks after surgery because she would stand up and it felt like her calf was going to explode because of all the fluid coming off her knee down into her calf, and it was causing so much pain. And this girl here has a high tolerance for pain because she has been hit she was in a passenger of a vehicle. She was hit broadside. The car flipped over. She spent 3 weeks in the hospital.
2 weeks and I was out of work for 4 months.
Yeah. So
very severe.
she knows what deep pain really feels like, you know.
This was up there with.
And she had a punctured lung, broken ribs,
Broken shoulder. My liver was lacerated.
Right. And this was before we were
It-
together, of
This
course.
is in 2012. Actually, January 21st, 2012. So it's been 12 years.
Yeah. So she knows what pain feels like.
Mhm.
So and of course, you know, the pain meds really didn't do much for you.
Nope.
Because she has a high tolerance and doesn't know. She thought she was being a big baby, but I talked her into calling the nurse hotline after a week.
Well, I had an appointment for 22nd to go see my primary care, and then
Right.
I sat in the office there for 2 hours.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. That was horrible.
And she said, "Nope." She said, "This is bad." I'm calling your surgeon, and you're getting an appointment. So she
Right.
did call my surgeon, because you're going back to your surgeon, and like had to check me, make sure I
Right.
didn't have a blood clot.
Yep.
And thank you to my daughter-in-law, Abby,
Yeah.
who is the one that said, "You need to get compression
Yep.
socks," which it wasn't a lifesaver, but it
It
kind of felt
helped.
like it.
Yeah. And
Gave me stronger
the
meds.
surgeon, when we saw him, he said, "Yeah." He says that was one of the things I forgot to tell you was to get some compression socks to wear after surgery. So, yeah. And I'm actually wearing compression socks probably every other day while I'm driving, because as drivers, we can develop blood clots in our calves, legs, whatever. So, yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. Sitting a lot.
Right.
Don't want to have a clot.
Right. Exactly. So, and then she's been doing physical therapy.
Yeah.
And they've been taking measurements. And January 12th, or no,
February
this
the
is
12th.
February
I
the
had to have
12th.
manual manipulation.
And explain that to the people.
Up during that.
Yeah.
Well, they put you under anesthesia, and basically they just bend your knee the full extent of flexion.
Right.
Flexion, I guess they call it flexion, which is probably going to be about 130 degrees. I'm at probably between 104 and 100 right now.
Right.
But doctors like, well, you still have to go back to work.
Yeah.
I have to do standing and walking for 9 hours a day, going up and down ladders. He goes, that ain't gonna work.
Right.
I know
You're still young.
So they just basically, what happened in younger patients with knee surgery, you tend to heal faster, which, especially since I had the problems the first 2 weeks of after my surgery, I healed really quickly, and scar tissue. They have to bend my knee, basically break that scar tissue up, and then they lay your leg flat and they
force it down to straighten it out.
Yeah.
And the
extension.
bending part too.
Mhm. So hopefully, I don't know if I'll have to have meds after that.
Yeah.
No. But I'm gonna definitely keep on top of going and bending my knee. I can do squats now. I can actually
Right.
do squats, but
Right.
it's just I have to really work at getting my knee bent.
Right.
So
And we exercised quite a bit this morning, didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah. Not bad.
But yeah.
Excuse me, I snorted. No, she walks back and forth in the house from the front door to the back door, back and forth, and it's funny because Captain Morgan, he'll jump from the cage onto her shoulder when she passes by, and takes a walk. He takes a ride with her. Let's see here. Random things I do. Yep. Belinda Dobson says, "Oh boy, it's getting deep in here now."
I can't.
That's fine. I'm telling you. That's okay. You need your glasses.
Right here.
Yeah. You can look at your phone and see the chat if you want.
I still need glasses to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Because of blood flow, I wear compression. I wear them now and then. Who said physical torture?
It is a very painful. It is.
Physical therapy does not stand for physical therapy. It stands for physical torture.
Torture.
Yeah, yeah. That first session she had, you were kind of crying in there too, weren't you?
Well, yeah, I was crying before I even went in there. That's the pain.
Right.
When that nerve block went off.
Right. Right. Marty says, "Would you turn off the right side of the camera?" Really? I see how you are.
Aww.
But no, gosh, how long have we been in here? 34 minutes. Okay. This sure seems longer than that, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the last 4 years. It seems like it's been 24 years instead of 4 years.
Wrong, 'cause it's 3.
I know.
March.
It's 3 years seems like 4 years. So you'd be running a marathon before long. Random things I do says. Yeah. So after they do that procedure, will you be in more pain?
Oh, for a little while. It's gonna. My sister said it just. Then they did hers, her other knee. Though they did her manipulation.
Right.
Called manual manipulation under anesthesia.
Right.
MUA. And yeah, I'll be in some,
Right.
but I'll have more range of motion, and then that means that I can get up and more exercises, which will also. My gosh, what is that? No, look at my from not sleeping. This is from not sleeping. I still have problems sleeping. Well, I've had problems, but this.
So yeah.
Thank you. Back it off, buddy.
So yeah.
Sleeping is a deal too.
Right. Right. But yeah, everything's been going pretty good so far. In fact, I've got to get online and see how much PTO time I have and how much I'm going to build for our vacation because we accrue our PTO time. So if I can take off the 12th, I will end up taking her up there to get this procedure done. And
I'm only gonna push forward. I think.
yeah, it'll
might
help
set
quite
me
a
back
bit.
a little bit with the pain
Right.
and stuff, but if I can get some sort of something besides Tylenol,
Yeah.
I can't take ibuprofen.
Yeah, Debbie Drock says he told us about the snoring. I was told him on the video there about the snoring the other day, or the other night.
Especially if you got a cold or something.
Yeah.
The snoring and coughing, it's either one or the other.
Right. Yeah. I actually.
I slept pretty good.
Yeah. Peaceful Des, you have a great day. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I guess she poked and prodded me the other night, and I just kept on right on a snore and didn't budge. So
I got up.
Yeah.
2:00 in the morning.
So the next night I slept out here in the chair, so you could get some sleep. Cowboy Steve, man, good to see you. How are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Good deal. Hey, Cowboy Steve, check this out. Could this been about? Could this gal here?
Welcome.
Whoops! Hold on a minute, y'all.
No. No close-ups for me. Thank you.
Oh,
Cover girl.
yeah. She is a cover girl. Yeah. But no, I've got to look at my PTO time for our vacation in April for 2-week vacation, and I got to make sure. I like to make sure I have enough time built up, or more time than I needed for 80 hours of 2 weeks vacation. So, yeah.
My boss is gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in March and be like, "Hey, I need 2 weeks vacation in April."
Cowboy Steve says, enjoying some sunshine for once. Yes, yes. It's been we're gonna have some sun next week.
Well, it looks like it's trying to come out.
Yeah, they said this afternoon it was gonna come out. I might even just jump on a bike, go for a ride. I don't know.
I was thinking about going. When I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have my surgery. I'm gonna do some crafts.
She hasn't been.
Oh,
In
no.
fact, we've been working. She worked on a new deal for the hats, t-shirts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My junk journaling.
All right.
My junk journals. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, about 3 weeks after I get my surgery, I'll be able to get back in my craft
Right.
room.
And I did get some koozies, a shirt, and a blank hat, a blank shirt, and a blank hat to actually put it on the shirt. So,
I have a heat press. I have cricket.
Yep. We just need to get it on the heat press or the
And the heat
cricket.
press is sitting out.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I haven't been able to.
Yeah.
haven't wanted
Her
to.
room back there in the back is full of stuff. I mean, but she is very organized. I'll put it that way. Cowboy Steve says, "Howdy, Miss Linda. My
Hi.
best friend's wife had knee replacement surgery a week before yours. Well, how's she doing, Cowboy Steve?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully she has a good range of motion and
Right.
she doesn't have to have that relation done.
Don Lee is in here. I'm sorry, Don. I didn't see you in here earlier. Maybe I did. I don't remember. So I did. I told Miss Linda she didn't have to stay in here for the whole thing. This is just. I know everybody has been asking, and she is the highlight of the channel. I'm sure.
Please no. I just hadn't felt like it. I was a little.
Yep. I
felt
don't.
a little depressed too because. Cry.
Yeah. But I appreciate everybody that has reached out and everything on social media and everything like that. So,
Sorry,
I've talked about it before. As you see on her background, she is my riding partner and partner in life. So, we've done 2 big long trips. Hopefully, we'll be able to get down to Florida on this next trip. And yes, Steve says getting better, was rough at first, has issues with pain management, and she is in physical therapy. Okay, cool. This is just ice water.
Yeah, you have to have good pain.
Mm-hmm.
Any more pain? Get past that pain threshold and push your knee a little farther. I'm like,
No. I will say this: the hospital that she was in, that had the surgery, and her daughter-in-law works there. They have a really good cafeteria because I went and had breakfast, and it was cheap. So if you're working somewhere and you need to stop and have lunch, and you're a little, you go into a hospital and eat lunch.
They have a good salad buffet too.
They have good salad buffet and everything.
I'm not having my procedure done at the hospital.
Right.
It's going to be across the road at that outpatient.
Up there by the hospital?
Yeah, it's going to be by the hospital.
Okay, it's going to be by the hospital. Debbie Drock says, Miss Linda, just enjoy the compliment. Lots of people would love to hear them. Yes. Well, I told her she was beautiful. She didn't have to do all that stuff, to be on, on here with me, But yeah, she has done a lot as far as when I'm working and stuff. She'll make a couple sandwiches for me, throw in my box, and she will even talk on my way home. And what do you want to eat for supper? Well, I'm driving down the road and I'm sitting here with the gut hanging out, and it's like, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. So, yeah.
Chicken and noodles.
Yeah, she made the big pot of chicken and noodles Thursday? Friday. And because I was in the mood for chicken and noodles, and because of my sinus stuff, and it sure did help. I would tell you that right now. Capping Cage Free Kevin says, I'm allergic to hospitals. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm allergic to the bills.
Yes.
From the hospital.
And she almost didn't have the surgery because of the insurance was
second time
kind of screwed up. So you can always walk over to the cafeteria. Yeah. So anyway, random things I do. When you go to Florida, he'd better not go through Chattanooga without hollering at me.
I love Chattanooga. I like is it Ruby Falls?
Ruby Falls? Huh. I don't know.
The cave that has the waterfall in it?
Dean, have you heard of that? The Ruby Falls?
Is it Ruby Falls?
I'm not sure.
It's so neat. We'll have to go through it. You'll like it. You'll have your picture and everything taken. Falls.
Steve says, yeah, I need to work on shedding my winter weight. Yes.
I've
Yes.
gained a few sitting around.
Usually if I have to finish my break, at my meet points, when it was summertime, I'd get out and walk. And I think we need to go to a gym.
You may have to stop and I may have to walk a little more.
Yeah. Get it cramped up.
Well, no,
I know. That's what I mean.
I sit in a certain spot for a while, like it
Right.
locks in.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Well, we got 21 in here today. That's awesome. I appreciate everybody jumping on. But
He said Ruby. Is it?
oh, Ruby Falls and Rock City.
I haven't been to Rock City.
We'll have to check that out. And I have been kind of looking at Adam Sandoval just posted a video of a place called The Cove, and it's north of Tampa. They have Airbnb cabins and RV spots. I don't know if they'd let us, take an RV spot, just set up the tent trailer and camp out for the night. They probably would. I don't even know if they have outdoor showers or anything like that.
Cool.
Who needs to take a shower? Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Gene now said, hey, Gene, good to see you. Yoga might help. I started this last month. Gene, you've had knee replacement. I think your brother told me this or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, yoga is a lot of stretching,
Yeah.
which I do.
Yeah.
I do a lot of the stretching, especially my calf
Right.
and on that. All of it.
Steve says, go to the Y. Well, we don't have Ys anymore in this area. We have 24-hour fitness, and there's another gym up in town, and then there's Planet Fitness. And I was talking to her about maybe joining a Planet Fitness if they were closer, or 24-hour fitness because they have showers in there.
Yep.
And if you're traveling, a lot of the people that travel with the van lives and stuff like that, they'll have a nationwide membership where they can actually go in there and take a shower and work out.
And I think it's like 10.
Planet Fitness is probably pretty cheap. I know my buddy Bill goes there, and he's lost a lot of weight. Of course, he's got a lot of time.
It's good. It would be good for us to do,
Right.
especially with my knee.
Yeah.
And bicycle thing.
Right. Yeah.
On my knee up, and then
Right.
I need to get a.
Yeah. Yeah, we were looking at them on the marketplace deal, and
Yeah, help with that.
said Lonnie did. I'm just broken down pipe filter. I have arthritis in my hips. Yeah. That's a heck of a good idea, Steve says. Yeah, Steve is, rodeoing and traveling and stuff. I bet a lot of them guys have those memberships, I was just watching the PBR earlier, and it was on TV. I think it was Sacramento, California, in fact. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of Brazilians up here riding bulls in the PBR, and that's pretty wild stuff. So, too old to do it now, though. Still makes my heart pump a little bit. On top of Lookout Mountain, where you find Ruby Falls and Rock City. I can't go in Ruby Falls anymore. I'm too claustrophobic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have to have a mindset to go there.
Right.
My mom wouldn't be able to do it either.
We just want to get down to the Keys, and so I hope we can get down there. That's my goal, is to get her down to the Keys and get in and spend some time down there. That's the camping part. I don't know what we're going to do because I talked to a state park official down there and she said you have to make reservations a year out. So
Well,
we're
even
over.
if we don't make it to the Key, just
Well, we could stay
around Florida or whatever.
right. We could stay up there. What is that? Daytona down the before you go down to the Keys and make a day trip out of it. Leave early in the morning,
And
go down there.
Go to Daytona?
Well, that's where Daytona's north.
Yeah, it's on the Atlantic side though.
Well, shoot, I'll have to look at a map now. Is it Tampa? It's Tampa.
Tampa's on,
yes,
yeah.
Tampa.
Oh yeah.
Because one of my old supervisors has a motorcycle shop down there by Coral Springs. And it's called Dynasty Cycles. So
they have a Hard Rock in there. I do. If we can't go to the Fiesta Key Beach, which is not the Key,
right?
It is beautiful. And Clearwater Beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah, that.
I know the Clearwater Beach.
That place, the cove that Adam posted. There was a lot of air. It's north of Fort Myers, and that'd be a good stop. The Airbnbs aren't too bad. They're like $125 plus you got to pay another $40 for cleaning, and it's like $160. I could get a hotel for that, maybe.
Yeah.
If we needed to. Let's see here. Tiny house, park, garden space, or Betty says, come across a motel that has a whirlpool, they'll do wonders for your knee.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, prayers for you, lady.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Think twice about getting the other one done.
Right.
I ain't going to do it until I need to.
So you
but
need
I
to.
know better, though.
Yeah.
Second time not to do.
Right. See, her mom and her sister has had knee replacement. Her sister's had both knees done.
Younger than me.
Yeah.
And my cousins. And both of my grandmother.
Right. Yep.
It's a family thing.
Yeah. The sister that hooked you up with me.
Yes.
Yeah. She was the hookup.
Nice.
What'd she tell you?
I wouldn't kick you out of my bed for eating crackers in.
Oh God, I don't even remember if I heard that before I met her and her sister. I've heard a lot of sayings, but I don't think I remember hearing that. Back when I was rodeoed and stuff. Yeah.
Crumbs in the bed.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'd just send a bird in there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Thinking about bringing the little green chicken in here, but he loves my slippers, as you can see. About the fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
He loves them. Sits there and just picks.
Rainy Ridge, how you doing? Good to see you. My father-in-law had both knees done 1 month apart. He's very little pain and got range of motion back really fast.
Yeah, there are those people.
Yeah.
I'm not one.
Right. If you want to, you can go get him if you want to see if he'll come in here with you. I'll just move the mic out of the way because we're at 53 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna stay happy.
See if he comes in here with her. Welcome. Whoops. Hang on, y'all. Sorry about that. There we go. See if he jumps on her shoulder here. We'll show you here in a minute. But Captain Morgan's, he's been doing really good. He's getting spoiled because he's spending a lot of time with Miss Linda. And yeah. He's talking. He's okay. Is he still on your shoulder? Here he comes. See if you can come in and sit down. Here he goes. I know. I'm not going to move the mic. I'm actually just going to turn your. Yeah, he's gone. He didn't last long. Yeah, just prop it open because it doesn't matter. So, hope everybody's doing all right. We got 24 people in here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Steve. I just hit that button. Here he comes, y'all. There we go. There he is. The green screen blurred him out. There he goes. You can see him. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, it's because of the green screen behind you there. That's cool. You can still see him. Yeah, thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, he's green screening out. I think you might be able to see him now. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. He likes picking your teeth and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he likes kisses and says, "Captain Morgan, I'm a pretty, pretty, pretty boy. Gimme, 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 gimme." I'll see if he can whistle. I'll lean forward a little bit.
Oh no.
He doesn't like it. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, "What was that?" So. There we go. There. Whoop. And he just flew to his cage. Yeah. You on the floor? No, he's on his cage. All right. Gene says I can see him, or Dean says I can see him good, and then he's showing up now. So cool. Yeah, he's a riot. He's a riot. Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody that jumped on. Go ahead and say goodbye, honey, to everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed this because I had to talk her into it. So.
Not too much.
Yeah, not too much. Not too much at all.
I like it.
Yeah, put a perch on something. I didn't see. I can't see the chat. That chat there.
Oh,
what did it say?
anything that is looks like a stick.
Yeah.
We found him in here.
Oh,
today.
put a perch on the microphone. Yeah.
He actually was on the microphone, as perched on the microphone.
Right. She couldn't find him one day, and he was in here on the microphone.
Then he was on the antlers of the deer that was in the hallway.
Right. Yeah.
Gone.
So. Well, everybody, thanks for coming on, and have a good Sunday afternoon. And next week, make sure root for the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. So, I appreciate everybody coming in, and yeah, it was fun. And we'll end it like this. Have a good day. Say hi to a stranger. Thank a veteran. And wave to a police officer. Welcome to the Lone Cowboy Adventures, where an ex-bull rider traded in his bull rope and his horse reins for the travels and adventures on a motorcycle. Joined with him sometimes is his beautiful Miss Linda. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Let's have a good time. Have a great day, and as I always say hi to a stranger. You may make somebody's day. Have a good week, everyone. Say bye.